So you guys know the Headless Horseman package that comes out once a year in October? Well, if we go down to the Roblox Wikipedia and it tells you the history of when they release it every year, October is when it's available. So October, right? So after 10 years of them consistently doing only October, the 10th year released a month early, September. That's kind of weird, right? But I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? If we go on YouTube, there is a lot of free UGC headless tricks. How to get fake headless. All items that give you fake headless. It goes forever, okay? So it makes me think the reason why they uploaded it a month earlier than ever is because if they upload it in October, they're not gonna make bank from this at all, because everyone's gonna have their own free UGC way and no one's gonna wanna buy the real headless. It's not even gonna matter because there's so many fake versions. Now, I do know a trick. If you're actually wanting to get Headless Horseman, and you want to purchase the original one because it's probably the last year they're going to do it, I do, in fact, know a trick of how to get 40% off of it. If you want to know how to do that, I'll show it a little bit later. I don't want to show it yet because there's a couple other things I want to talk about. I want to see what the best headless tricks are. So it looks like Sharkblocks did a video. He found kind of like the best cheap versions of headless. So we can check that out and see how he does that. So to do this, we need a smaller head. Wait, did this get removed? All right, so this guy has a couple different versions you could do. One of them was using the eye ring, apparently. So I'm gonna buy that and see if that works. So we can compare how good headless is versus the fake headless. Okay, so it looks like eye ring's a completely different head. So if we use the man head and then we click on eye ring head, it's literally a head. Dang, this is actually pretty good for a headless. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's some eyes up here and stuff, but besides that, if I saw that character this far away, I'm like, yeah, that guy's got headless. Of course, when you get closer, you can tell, but it's not really like you can tell. If you actually have headless, this is what it looks like. So yeah, it definitely does not beat the actual thing, but I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty convincing. I want to try another method he's got. So he's got eye ring. Wait, hold, this doesn't make any sense. How is his cat gonna work for headless? That doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm gonna try it. I want to see how this works. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. The cat sits under you like headless. That's pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take off the bacon hair real quick so we can get a better look at it. Dang, this is actually pretty good. Honestly, I prefer the cat more than the real headless. He's got another method, maybe? Suspicious bone. Ew, okay, suspicion bone does not work right. This just looks like you're a deformed Roblox character. This one kind of works-ish. You're kind of just an eyeball, honestly. This one's not that good. I think the cat one was the best one yet. This one's kind of meh. I wonder if there's any like headless Roblox games. Free headless. Free core blocks and headless. Yeah, okay. Of course, there's so many free headless. Free headless core blocks and headless obby? Really? I guess this one's not really a lie because I think what this guy's saying is you get free headless core blocks in this game and you can play an obby and that's it. Free core blocks and headless and Valk hangout in game. This game's yeah, the thing is, these headless games, they're not like putting a game pass where you purchase it and it gives you headless for 20 Robux. Like I know last year that was a big thing. I don't think the games exist anymore, so I can't show you, but basically you could like click purchase headless for 20 Robux. An example, you want to buy this laser gun. Imagine if it said headless and you come up to it and you're gonna buy it and it says, would you like to buy headless for only 150 Robux? You'd be like, oh sweet, epic deal, let me purchase that. But I think Roblox has gotten pretty tight on not allowing that to be a thing. And so the only way people can get some free players is just by saying you can hang out and have headless items for a little bit. You read this title, you're like, oh, I get free items? I'm gonna get free headless on my account? This is what it sounds like. I don't know, weird. I showed this last year when I talked about headless scam. This is headless, right? Roblox headless head. If you scroll really far into the item, there's a tiny little face. So technically headless is not even headless because you still have a head. It's just tiny, super tiny. It's like one little pixel, man. Yeah, you're spending 31,000 Robux for a very tiny head, which is kind of weird, Roblox. Why couldn't you just hit the delete button key? So I mean, you can buy headless, but just realize you're not actually getting headless. You're just getting a really tiny head. So this is how I figured out how to get headless 40% off. Sharkblocks made a video about it 11 months ago of how to do it. So I'm gonna link this in the description because he's gonna do a way better job explaining how to do it than me. You make this group, or if you have a group, that works too. And then what you need to do, you have to make a new experience under that group. And once you do that, you got to put in this script. Sharkblocks has in its description. It's gonna pop up with this item buyer ID here. So you need to go to the Headless Horseman package. Then you need to take this 201 code, right? And then you would type it into this ID ID here thing. Once you type it in, it's gonna pop up with like Headless Horseman bundle. Instead of it being 31,000 Robux, it's gonna be 12,000 Robux less. This video will be in the description for you to follow because I don't know how it works. I just know I did it last year and it worked. I mean, basically that was it. I just wanted to kind of go over Headless this year. I know it was kind of a rant video, but I thought it was interesting that Headless came out in September, a month earlier. So I just wanted to make a little quick video about it, and hopefully you guys found that interesting.